back to FS25. I am joined by David.
Hey, hey!
And Alan.
Hello!
So back on the farm.
Been a few changes since last time we saw the farm because I had to come in and fix the server issues we've been having. So you remember we had a load of rented vehicles that refused to leave, so I've sorted that out. And in time we've upgraded a few things. So my first job of the day is to go into the build menu and I'm going to build us a new paddy field. I can remember where that is in the menus.
I wouldn't just try and build the paddy field. Or
What do you mean?
Can you select the width for the paddy field? That's the thing.
You build it with lines, don't worry.
Alright, okay, so it won't.
No, you build it how you want it, basically.
I think.
Found it.
Got it. Done it. So I'm going to add a little bit of a cultivation line between it and the other field just to give us a bit more of a break than we currently have.
Funny how I said keep the field square and he misses it.
I've done that deliberately so we know where that corner, because that corner's always where the compound's going to be.
Yeah, but you've got all sort of where I'm stood, you've got like a little bit of a gap.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine, yeah. Never fucking satisfied, is he?
I've been practicing. I've just ended up in a forklift and guessing this is the sawmill? Moon Bear Sawmill?
Well, he's got sawmill in on, there's a good chance it's probably the sawmill.
The wood trigger. It's the planks.
Yeah, around field 40, it's going to be like a little industrial estate area. Currently there's the cement and the debris machine.
Find the debris crusher, but find that, but it's a bit foggy. There it is. It's a fair chunk here.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. There'll be a good job moving them over to the cement factory either with a trailer or just shovel load at a time. I did, by the way, first thing I did was I bought the bigger wheel loader, but it won't fit in that bay that the stone's spawning. It's literally the bucket is too wide.
Oh, the one we used to have on silver on.
Yeah, the big L188 with the 10,000 litre bucket is literally, the bucket is too wide.
Doesn't surprise me.
So that's why I think that's the L120 there, which is slightly smaller.
Yeah, 128.
So yeah, I just grab. I say you got a choice. You could either take a trailer, upload a trailer, and do it, or just do it a scoop at a time. If you're only going across the road, sort of thing. But as I was saying to Alan before, I've sort of set that up so there's room there for more productions if we need them.
Yeah.
It's like a little industrial estate area almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
What do you reckon to this weekend?
The one coming or the one just been?
Both.
Was a good race, a very good race.
Mate, we're not bad for a starter.
Go listen back to the podcast. I
Yeah.
told you out.
Not right now though. We're kind of busy.
Yeah.
Don't get me back on my soap. Don't get me back on my soapbox.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It was a good opener.
It was, wasn't it? And I'm glad to see Australia back as the opener.
Oh, sort of not, to be honest. I mean, you know, I do like the Australian Grand Prix, but it's...
As for the coming weekend, it's usually a good race. It's a circuit I don't mind, so
Top Williams.
Williams and Aston Martin for my sake.
I say
You know-
-3, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I managed to finish the race on minus points, which was quite a good achievement.
Not normally my job.
But it's a long way to
Yeah,
go
but
yet. I'm not
everybody
good.
got minus.
Yeah.
Everybody got minus.
Everybody got at least 2. That was the thing. When I looked at it, everyone had at least 2 minuses.
Sainz hadn't screwed, then...
But yeah, how many other times would counting on probably 2 of the most experienced drivers actually not help you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sprint race weekend as well.
It's in it, which causes me a bit of an issue with work, and I think I should be able to sort most of it out.
Oh, you know, I won't be watching it live.
I've always watched the race live. I can't watch the sprint live because it's like 3 AM. I get up for work at 5. Yeah.
Sprint?
You know, you're usually still up doing whatever you do, fighting crime, whatever you do overnight.
It's... New merch though.
But yeah, no, it was good to see Australia back, and having that rain helped, I think, to make a better race.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a 7 AM.
Yeah, I know. Which to me, that's just like getting up for work, so I can probably make that one fly. It's just, I'll say, I've got a very, very busy weekend, so I've got to try and fit it all in amongst it. But oh well, that's life.
And obviously, China's one of the races that can spring a few surprises for us.
Alright.
You know, it's not always going to be guaranteed a dry race. It could be wet again.
Is he not giving rain?
Not according to the weather vlogger side I look at. It's not.
Not fair.
After that, Japan.
Yep.
Well then, yeah, because that's a fair move, because Japan used to be much nearer the back of the season, didn't it?
Japan used to be sort of in the middle.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
Australia, China, Japan. But there's
because
a,
normally we'd be doing Bahrain and Jeddah at this point, but we've obviously had
Yeah.
but there's a gap between.
yeah. We're not going back to back to back.
No.
Which is good.
There's a gap.
Because as much as some people think, oh yeah, great, let's have race after race after race. No, let's give us time to actually process between them.
So your teams have got to get bits.
Car's fixed.
I mean, got to give Roddy his credit. He actually finished after doing about 13 and a half laps that weekend before the race.
What I said to Chris on the podcast was, of all the piss we were taking of Antonelli for his price on the Fantasy League, he actually got my driver of the day vote.
Hey, what though? He did good.
He
To
did
get fourth.
to get 4th after starting 16th, and basically kept his nose clean.
Yeah.
You can't really argue with that.
4.
Unsafe release in pit lane.
So
But Mercedes had enough evidence
Yeah, I know.
doing camera angles and everything else like that, which then obviously
Overturned
gave
it.
him overturned it and gave him back his fourth place.
That's like I said to David on the podcast. Mercedes, is it McLaren and Mercedes? There's two teams that are actually level on points right now in the constructors already.
It was Mercedes and
Ferrari,
McLaren, wasn't it?
was it? Let me check.
Wasn't it Mercedes and McLaren at the front?
I'll tell you now. Yeah, McLaren and Mercedes, 27
Yeah.
points each already.
Yeah.
Oh. Not looking good
A
for
long way
Lawson
to go,
already.
It's looking good for Yuki.
No. I've sort of come to the conclusion.
You come round to my way of thinking.
If Lawson goes, do not put Yuki in that Red Bull.
Why?
Why? Because it'll ruin his fucking career like it has done everybody else.
True.
Don't do it to Yuki. Yeah, Yuki's strong, but
As I said to Chris,
I think he's
Yuki's
better
probably
where he
actually
is.
good being in RB to be a strong RB driver, get them up to championship positions, bring prize money to them.
What am I doing with this rice I've got in this trailer? Am I sticking in the production?
Canning factory, yeah, seems so.
Right, well, 31 have now been done.
So it's kind of up to you guys. What do you want to do? Do you want us to just sell that field 31 then? Do we decide we're not going to do anything with it again?
But there's no, if we've got the rice, if we're gonna have the rice paddy down, well, if we've got the rice paddy where it is,
We've got, because I'm literally replanting long grain into this rice paddy now. This rice paddy is going to be good to go.
30's got the short grain rice.
if I haven't replanted
I've flooded it again.
I haven't,
Yeah, you
I haven't replanted it.
Haven't you?
No, I only cultivated it. I left it.
Well, it's
I was
flooded.
going to say, if you wanted to basically keep short grain rice, because we've got the greenhouse for growing it down there, basically grow short grain in these 30 and 31. I just think this would be, what I've done here would be quite a big field to try and do short grain in. You have to use that silly little plant and that silly little harvester. But at least long grain is done using standard equipment.
What do you mean? Like I have on field number 1 on this map on mine.
You absolute mad lad.
Plant.
Well, it's planted. I'm currently harvesting it.
Mate, you're talking to the guy playing Calmsden, so every like planting and harvesting job is 2 or 3 real life hours. And that's with auto drive to help me out. Alan won't have those luxuries. I've just finished harvesting field 6. I think it was 3 hours, just over 3 hours.
You're not playing Camden, are you?
Well, that is Calmsden, yeah.
Give it its proper name.
No, it still comes. Sorry,
No, you can't promote it. Can't promote it.
well, anybody watching this knows what it is anyway, so I'm
yeah,
not.
but to be fair, you don't want to promote it under its name because
Technically, mine is still callback because I've not done the updates because I'd already edited the map, so I've not updated it. So I am still playing it.
yeah, but it's Oak River, isn't it?
Oak Ridge.
Or whatever it is.
But yeah, mine's because, like I say, it's literally because I did some map editing like I often do. So I didn't update again because it would undo all my update. It doesn't do what I've done.
Right. So what's next to be done?
Yeah, if you want to stick short grain, I don't know if you have to.
Well, they've got
Cultivate.
short grain on them already. But I think you've got to cultivate it.
Yeah, the others will be cultivating. I'm gonna come and cultivate the fields in a minute. I was just
If you want to start putting short grain in
that
30, I think, then Alan. I'm currently planting long grain in this
Well,
new
I've got to wait for 30 anyway.
Why? It's cultivated, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not fully filled yet.
Well, it did. I think the cultivator might be down here. If it's the red one looking for.
Well, you got the
Friggin' tractor's what I'm looking for.
which one?
Any.
Well, I've got the deer.
Well, the white one's over here.
We'll pull the red one, I don't think. I thought we had another tractor.
It's John Deere.
I'm currently using that to plant rice.
That's all we had.
Oh,
John Deere, the white one, and red one.
To be honest, the white will probably do it because it's not like it's pulling up and down steep hills. I mean, like I say, I'm currently I've nearly done. I'm probably another 5 minutes of being finished. You want to hang on, you want this. But this was the tractor that was down here, so I just jumped straight into it.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
that? I've got the subsoil as well, haven't I?
Yeah.
We use more like subsoiler for the fields. Well, we have to do something for them. Some of these bales as well.
Yeah, well, I think our basic plan, we are getting animals eventually, but I think the plan was style is just to sell it when they were worth good money for now, wasn't it?
We talk about that many plans and
And then the map breaks on us and I have to go in and fix it.
yeah.
So do you guys reckon then field 4, what's left of it, we split that in half and make it 2 fields, or do you reckon we just...
Up to you.
I kind of agree with the idea, at least we can get 2 crops on the go at once, obviously with a reduced quantity. I know there's a particular crop we are pushing for right now. I think most of our attention's going to be on the stuff for the temple, which is wood-based and concrete-based.
Yeah, but why don't we... Because I thought we were selling this short grain food.
Well, how we know, we're just going to keep using it just for short grain rice. I've got this weird thing where I'm always reluctant to sell land. Just because it's...
You're a hoarder. Yeah, but that's worth 80... This is worth 81 grand.
Or if we just keep throwing short grain rice on it through our production.
You can just sell the other fields.
Sell the others round it, maybe with the exception of 29, because 29 gives us access to quite a large crop of farm of forest land. And 29 gives us access to a lot more land.
Keep all the 29. There's 33,
Obviously,
there's 33 ready to be sold, or is that still growing?
no, it's got canola growing on it. Which apparently is 2 stages away. 29 should be ready next month by the looks of...
29's whatever. One's 33.
Do you generally roll the long grain rice once you plant it, or do you just flood it?
Okay.
Just flood it, don't bother rolling it.
No.
Fair days.
What's your fertilisation level though?
0.
You will possibly need to put a bit of fertiliser.
And you fertilise it once it's flooded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing up here.
Unless Alan is going to come down, because do we have a fertiliser? I don't guess we have a little one.
I'm currently in the process of...
Are you busy? Ain't no problem. Fair enough. Yeah, I've just installed literally now finished the rice.
All start flooding this field.
Yeah. So that's the other big difference. Long grain rice you plant it then flood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whereas
short
standard
grain,
rice you flood it first.
yeah. So,
And you just keep flooding them until they're done, basically.
Hmm.
we don't get about 24 next one.
Yeah.
People think settle for that and sort the background out that I have in the beginning streams. Stuff like that. And we've been, like I say, I'm interested in Atomfall and waiting for that.
I didn't realise at time of recording Wreckfest 2 comes into early access tomorrow, eh? It looks interesting. And don't forget the first one's a game where I think we all really enjoyed. Could we want to have a look at it at a later day once it's had a few updates and
So,
Yeah.
I say at the moment I'm just trying
But the only game I wait for is Roadcraft.
I was waiting to see what we hear about a new F1 game, but we know it's going to be the old one with a few different liveries.
So I've had the email for testing.
Yeah, we did you not link us to it? I say I've seen something
I saw
about
it
it.
on Twitter.
Well, see, I went on there, done it, and then when I got another email the other day asking me what dates I preferred and all that lot.
Problem is if you go, sometimes if you go in and play tests as well, you do have to give feedback and,
That's fine.
or sometimes, obviously you're alright because you don't create content, right? So if I went and
I'd say
played-
you
if I
you
went,
might be under an NDA or something.
yeah. I mean, I've reached out to a developer at the moment. I'm going to see what they do. Because you remember that game that I played, Earth X? It's like a...
That's it, too.
I'm fair guess, no one's familiar to me, sorry.
You basically... SpaceX, in other words. You're launching rockets and stuff like that.
So another like Kerbal Space, but maybe a bit less
Not-
cartoon.
Yeah, not so much as in depth as Kerbal, but that really pissed me off as well about Kerbal Space Program 2. For the fact that the people that own that, well, the parent company to that, is somebody well
Basically should
known.
go down.
Yeah, Take Two.
Mm.
So if I get you know, or said I can obviously do their tests for F1, I'm going to take it just to have a look, and I will give them feedback.
Problem is, there's not many people to do. I've applied for a few play tests through EA and I've never got anywhere with them. They're very, very selective of who they choose. It seems.
I don't get it, but obviously if I do, I will give them my honest feedback.
Mm.
Yeah, ripping the fucking user. I would.
I'll tell them what doesn't work and what works, you know.
There's going to be no story mode or anything like that. I don't think they'll ever bring Breaking Point, something like Breaking
No, I
Point.
think they're supposed to, because that's had the year off. Supposed to do it every couple of years.
It was really how many times can you rehash the same basic?
Yeah, the same shit
Yeah.
over and over again. Well, it's a bit like most of the F1 games.
But that's a bit different in the the F1 game is always going to be the F1 game. There's not a lot you can do differently.
No.
But there's only so many times you can do this same time mode of a young driver trying to get through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've actually not played any other versions of it. I never really looked at it. I just went straight. I play the F1 games for the. Especially to do the F1 seasons. I'm not bothered about a freaking storyline to it. It's go out, drive car fast. It's fairly straightforward.
Pinpoint.
I've done it. I've enjoyed them.
The problem is I would like to see the lower disciplines coming. F1 Academy, F2.
Well, did you not see the rumor that was
F3.
F3 drivers were apparently getting mocapped or something?
Oh yeah.
Did the F2 feature race ever go ahead?
No, got cancelled.
Radio.
Got cancelled. You can.
No, didn't know. Yeah. What I thought.
Yeah, no, they canned it because of the weather. And that's why they were a little bit on edge about whether F1 was going to get to a delayed start or go ahead or whatever.
We were all about whether we were going to go ahead as a rolling start into the safety car.
So much fucking balls. There was so much faff. It's like I said to David in the podcast. You said about the red flag when signs come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of agreed with you, but then I disagreed with you.
Okay, it won't let me flood this rice field yet for some reason. I don't know why I planted it, it won't let me flood it.
But you think you've had two accidents in different parts of the track. You've got vehicles coming out on two different parts of the track.
Yeah, but they were running through the pit lane. That was the problem. Running through the pit lane. It was the more where the red flag should have been was Alonso, because look how close when the safety car peeled off through across the cut through, and the Lando. Look how close Lando got to that bloody recovery vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Even the commentators said.
Martin Brundle turned around and said about the safety car coming out with signs. Or being a bit flagged, sorry. You know, that should have been.
It was.
Because don't forget, signs went out under safety car.
Yeah, went out before the race had even started, but, you know.
Yeah.
I do feel sorry for him actually for that.
I do.
Yeah, I do. Well.
Feel sorry for him for that. But it's like I said to David during the podcast, was there any need for them to just sort of just show him, you know, bawling his eyes out? Yes, I get it was emotional and all that lot, but they could have just give the guy a little bit of space.
Yeah.
But in saying that, look at George. We'll go back to George Russell. One of the times where they followed him and
Which time?
It was out the back. It was one where he was out the back. You saw him out the back sitting there. I can't remember exactly when.
Well, that's Singapore.
I remember now, to be honest with you.
I think it was I don't know. I think it was when he stood in. I think it was when he stood in for Hamilton.
So that'd be Bahrain then, all them years ago.
Yeah.
And Hamilton had COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's when he stood in. Right, what do you need, David? Anything?
No, I think my side of things. For some reason, it won't let me flood this rice field. I can't figure out why. It obviously just greyed out.
Day and
Yeah, I think you've got to wait.
You gotta let it germinate before.
You're going to let it germinate first.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. If that's the case, that's the case. I wasn't sure.
it needs fertilising, doesn't it?
What I am going to want is the... I've fertilised it, I've given it one level.
Do the tank.
over the wall, over by the wall over there.
Oh,
I didn't need both tanks.
you need.
I was gonna say, wherever this cultivator goes, we'll need to cultivate the split of field 4.
Oh, you got the green one, or you don't really want to use the subsoil.
I don't want to use that yellow one. I'll use the green one. I've split field 4, but it's not quite in half. But
Where's the forklift? There was a forklift up here.
oh, that possibly got moved back to the store when I was setting up. Doesn't the same tractor have a front loader?
Did you move the... Have you reparked that bloody wheel loader?
Yeah,
Why?
I think it looks quite good tucked in there.
Yes, but I was going...
I cleared the stones out and I put them into the cement factory.
I know. That's what I'd been doing.
Because I've set the cement factory off making cement bags, because the next thing the temple needs is 2,000 litres of planks and cement bags. So I've got it making the bags. That's no way to talk about Alan, he can hear you.
This plank's doing all the bloody work at the moment.
You said it.
Funny enough, last time we were on, you were supposed to be doing this field.
The discussion we'd had, and then
And I had to fix the game.
we'd had a discussion that we'd had, and then we weren't overly sure on what we were going to be doing with the fields.
Oh, but 30's now been done.
Yeah, 31. This should be 31, 30.
With the 231s.
Yeah.
Like I say, it makes sense because that can be like short grain rice. You've got the saplings, you've got the production, everything's nice and close together.
Oh, by the way, Expeditions is cross-border.
Yeah, no.
You have to go into the menu and...
Yeah. Allow cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we've already done.
It really annoys me well, it should that this cultivator only has one rear light on it. It's a design thing, but if you turn the lights on, there's only one on the left-hand side. There's not even a bulb, actually a light on the right-hand side of it.
You're both not playing.
There's literally no light unit there or anything.
So, you know, looking forward to Artenfall, looking forward to work.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Which one's Roadcraft? I feel like I'm blanking a little bit here.
Road,
Is...
it's a newer version to Snow Runner. No, it's a newer version.
It's not going to be nothing like Snow. Imagine Construction Simulator with SnowRunner physics.
Right.
Basically, you are building roads, you're making sure, you know, you're setting your own sort of thing. There's not really where SnowRunner you would transporting cargo and stuff. There is a little bit of that. There is a little bit of that, but it's mainly emphasising on building roads to get your supplies and stuff through.
Right, I see.
And I mean, put it this way. It's even, you know, I didn't expect it to, but it has. It's even piquing Tim's interest.
Alright.
So he's put that down as a game for the group. But I'm going to be obviously doing a live stream on it for testing water purposes. If that makes sense.
I'll add it to my Steam wishlist later and keep an eye on it.
20th of May.
Okay.
It comes out.
It's not actually that over expensive, actually.
Depends which edition you go for.
Yeah, but even for the one that we've got, it's not as expensive as what I thought it would be.
Oh.
Hmm.
Like I say, it's interested even Tim, so which I didn't think it would.
That field won't need that field doesn't need fertiliser. It's really 100%.
Nice. What's it called? Expeditions. Roadcraft.
Expeditions is their other one.
Roadcraft. Cyber Interactive Focus Entertainment. Apparently it's on my wishlist already. Okay, fair enough.
I brought it to your attention.
Fair enough.
Then people behind Snorer. And well, is it one?
Yeah.
They didn't do spin tile and all that because that was a different dev. Because then there was a big thing between. Focus actually still publishing them for them.
Looks like he still said their name, I'm sure.
Interesting. Are you
May not need you may not need to fertilise that. That's already at 50%. The time I've planted.
Why does that plant to fertilise as well?
Yeah.
You already fertilised down there, David?
I've done one level on the rice field. I haven't done. I'm just ripping this other field. Suppose you can fertilise it, then you can go and fertilise the other half, and then I can rip it once you've done it. If you're that desperate to spread your seed somewhere.
Yeah, because if you remember, that name will actually ring true to you, if you remember why.
Was that Focus Interactive?
Focus Home. Yeah.
Possibly should do, but I'm blanking you right now.
In the game.
What Focus is Farm Sim?
Focus used to be Farm Sim before Giants and Focus fell out.
Oh, right.
Go back to any of the other older Farm Sim games, Focus's name is there.
I saw a video of the evolution of farming system.
Yeah. The
graphics and detail has.
Oh yeah, it has. You look back like 09 and 13.
Yeah.
But you've got to think. It's been run on the same fucking engine for years.
Well, it hasn't, has it? 'Cause it's not. It's the same engine, but it's a different iteration of that engine.
Yeah, but we still get the shitty texture across the fields. Like, we run across the field sometimes.
You know, this is Giant's engine 10. 22 was engine 9. It's an evolution of that engine. It's not the exact same engine.
Technically, it's still the same engine.
You know, that's a bit like saying a Mark 1 Ford Fiesta is the same as a Mark 7 Ford Fiesta. There's a slight difference between the two.
They haven't, if you think about it, they haven't really changed the engine that much. They've allowed it to develop because of the graphics. to handle
Well, I
better
actually wonder,
graphics.
because obviously what they're trying to do is they're trying to sell this engine. I wonder how the other games actually have been made on this engine. Yeah, because they're obviously the main reason they do is to try and sell that engine to other developers. But I've never heard of it being used.
What farming sim games are out there?
Yeah, but it might not necessarily need to be farming sim games, would it? It's not. I mean, we had this discussion not so long ago about this, like the Unreal Engine and stuff. They don't have to be used for the same thing all the time.
What? I said he's gone quiet.
Either Chris was furiously fact checking or. I'm just here everything half of the new Field 4 area.
I thought it might be easy to cut that in half, and you laugh at me because you get double.
That's what I've done. I don't know if it's quite in half, I don't know if it's quite dead centre, but it's.
But you can then
split.
later on, once we've got more fields and things like that, you can then turn that back into one whole field.
One massive rice paddy.
You're on your own on that one.
Right, so there's Project Motor Racing.
Well, it's stuff that's been built on the Giants engine.
Yep. Obviously Farming Sim VR, not paying the money for that. Obviously Farm Sim Kids, FS 23, 22, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Mobile. Ski Region Simulator. I remember that game. Had that
You're on
game.
your own there.
And Demolition Company as well.
So there's been a few then.
Yeah, not many.
Well, they all been Giant
On the-
Software produced though.
No, on the Giants engine.
Yeah, but say have they all been produced by Giant Software, or they literally
Yeah.
they managed to. Seriously, they never actually managed to sell the engine out to anybody else. It's just what they've done with it
Well, apart
themselves.
from, like I say, apart from this Project Motor Racing, because this does have Giant Software and Straight 4 Studios working together to integrate the Giants engine into Project Motor Racing since 2023, after establishing a technical partnership.
Right.
And I've never ever heard of Project Motor Racing.
No.
No, neither have I.
So
And you think we're normally the people who, when it comes to racing games, we're normally fairly.
there's been... Is it even out? That's the thing. Is it just
I
like...
doubt it.
Is it just a simulator? This is the thing. Is it... Because it, to me...
I can't see an actual racing sim being built on this engine. No offense to Giants, but. It's that make Assetto Corsa look almost playable. It'll give me 10 seconds while you look at that.
It's like, no. Looking very... It is looking a sim race. Like a sim racer type thing. I don't know,
When
because
did
it's
it
actually...
go out? Was it out?
I don't know, because they've got it... There's PS5, Xbox... It's like Windows, PS5, Xbox, and Series X. But when I click on to go to the Xbox, that doesn't work. When I go to PS5, it just wants me to buy. You know, like a PS5 and stuff like that. So I'm slightly confused at what they are.
And then what did you find?
Not a lot, really, because it's confusing. It is looking like a sim. Because I've tried to click on the links for the Xbox and the PlayStation, but it doesn't take you anywhere, if that makes sense.
2025 is due out. That's all I've got at the moment.
So it is. It's like it's going to be a sim.
Yeah.
Like Seto Corsa,
Yeah.
just built on the Giants engine.
On its rebranding and moved to a new publisher, last month Straight Forces announced a 2025 release dating some further information on Project Motor Racing. I've had the first screenshots from its new game engine.
Oh, so they've moved away from Giants then.
Having partnered with Giant Software to publish the title, Straight 4 has now confirmed that the new game engine underpinning the title will be that with Giants.
Yeah, but if that's the thing, if Farm Sim is like this, how are they going to put a motorsport simulator on it?
On this, I mean, I'm ready to be proven wrong, but I'm just picturing a motorsport sim with these physics. And that really doesn't work on many, many levels.
Unless
Well, I'm on their main website now.
I've had a look.
Website is good.
Yeah, but it just the thing I don't. That's what makes it quite hard to even comprehend is the fact that it's been built on the Giants engine.
An engine which, don't get me wrong, as we all know, I well and truly love this game, but I have no qualms about saying the engine is not the amazing part of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm. I'm struggling to get my head round. The fact that they're going to try and put a racing game on this engine.
Unless they're going to be racing tractors.
No, they've got Lime Rock Park on there. Oh, Ben Collins, driving consultant on Project Motor Racing.
We've got the stick involved.
Trying to get down to there.
Yeah, you just keep following that road. See, I've done the rice field.